Hi co-creators, I hope this video finds you happy and healthy. Whoa, chill out Obsidian. I'd like you to meet my happy, usually, hen Obsidian. She's the head chook in the hen house behind me, and she can be very bossy and very naughty because she keeps escaping, despite our best efforts to keep her in there. But hey, I like naughty, so I think I'll forgive her. Alright girl, you've been good. I'll let you down to make some more mess in the garden. Today I just wanted to discuss the idea of transitioning from a carnivore or meat-eating diet over to a herbivore or raw herbivore even. So there are many people transitioning into this raw food movement, and there's many reasons for this. My particular reason is that I'd like to raise my vibration, and I know that one of the easiest ways and most simple and most effective ways to do this is by incorporating more raw food into my diet. Now, the reason I am saying that I've stopped eating meat is because meat is actually a low vibrational food. Why is this? Well, as most of us are aware, and if you aren't, I highly recommend, in fact I dare you to go and watch a PETA movie and then come back and speak with me. But we know that the way we breed and raise and kill our animals for the consumption of meat is very brutal, horrific, and they are living in circumstances you wouldn't even wish upon your worst enemy. Now, when these animals are murdered for our platter, they experience a lot of adrenaline, anxiety, fear, and a lot of negative emotions that are released into their bloodstream, and therefore when we eat them, that is what we're eating essentially, low vibrations. So I thought by becoming, first of all, a vegetarian, that was one way to quickly up the ante on my vibrational frequency, because I want to vibrate at a very high frequency. And my intuition for about a year now has been knocking at my door, suggesting that perhaps eating meat isn't the best way to go about this. So I finally listened to it, and I've been meat-free for about 6 weeks now, and I ain't looking back. Being in Australia, I smell a lot of Barbies on the go, and they smell fantastic, but I don't want a part of it. And I'm happy for those around me too, but I know that this is right for me. Now, I'm sure there's some vegetarians saying, well, I eat, my diet consists of fruit and veggies and nuts and seeds, and they're all high vibrational foods, so it's all good. And it is really good, and I'm really happy for you, and you're doing awesome. But if you want to make it better, I suggest eating more of those foods in their raw form, in their living form, because they're full of enzymes, and our body really needs enzymes to break down, to digest food. And when we cook our food, it automatically kills about 80% of those enzymes. So our body has to draw upon other resources within itself to help process and digest that food. I'm sure you've noticed that after you eat a really good, filling, yummy cooked meal, all of a sudden somebody grab me a couch, and you're not good for much for a while. All you want to do is chill out, watch TV, and maybe even fall asleep. And you can feel your gut churning over and working, and the digestive juices really processing that food, and it feels like a mammoth effort. Well, I can happily tell you that after a full meal of raw food, you definitely feel full, but you're not heavy, and you're not drained, and all the blood hasn't run from your head down into your stomach just to process the food. You are in fact quite light and full of energy. So that's a real positive benefit, because when we think about it, you are what you eat, right? So why would we not want to eat life? Eat life and living things instead of eating death or decaying things. You know, it makes so much sense in that form. With the raw food movement, there are a lot of raw foodists that are quite elite, very purist, and they have great intentions, but they do come across as a bit elite. Some may be like, what percentage raw are you? I'm 100 all the way, baby. And that's very admirable. I'd love to eventually get to that state. But I'm going to make it easy for myself because I don't want to set myself up for failure. So if I set too high a benchmark, I know realistically I'm not going to achieve that. And then when I don't, I'll just be down on myself. So instead, I've gone for at least 50% raw food a day, and a slightly higher goal than this is 2 out of 3 meals I'm striving for them to be raw. And this definitely doesn't always happen, but minimum I get 40% a day raw. And the easiest way to achieve this is by a fruit smoothie for breakfast. It's so easy. Just chuck some fruit in there, some ice, some green spinach is really easy and tasteless, and down the hatch and you're away. And then make sure you snack on fruits and even things like carrot sticks or celery sticks or beans. The latest thing I found, which totally surprised me, is corn. Raw corn is delicious. It's way better than cooked. I was never much of a corn fan, but now I am. It's so sweet and crisp and juicy. You'll love it. Try it. So if any of you are wanting to eat more raw food and would like to go this way, then there's a couple of hints I'd like to give you. First is expect to be going to the grocery or supermarket a lot more often than you do. On a diet of cooked food we can get away with 1 visit per week, but on raw you'll be going at least 3 to 4 times a week, which isn't so bad, you know. The second tip is you might want a bigger fridge. That's the issues that we're having at the moment. Our fridge is a little on the small side. It's fine for cooked meals, but it doesn't house the amount of fruits and veggies I'd like it to house. And the third tip would be planning and preparation, baby, all the way. It is key, because if you're like me, I get low blood sugar level, and when I'm low blood sugar level, you don't want to be around me. You don't even want to know me. I just crash and burn. So for me, I need to almost plan when I'm full. Alright, what am I going to have for lunch? What will I have for dinner? Work it out, even start prep, and I'm away. But if you leave it to the last minute when you're starving and just like, just give me anything, you'll go for whatever it is you normally go for. For me, it's quick and easy piece of toast with peanut butter and honey on top. Yum, delicious. But raw honey. Anyway, they're my tips, and I'm really enjoying becoming more raw and more real. I'm not going to put myself in a box. I'm not raw vegan, because you met Obsidian before. She produces the best eggs, plus we've got 2 more chooks, and so we get 3 eggs every day. So I'm always consuming the eggs, but that's because we feed them. We feed them from our garden. We know what they're eating. We know that they're happy. They're free-ranging, and life probably couldn't get much better for a chook. So I still feel that there's fairly high vibrational food. It definitely wouldn't be as high as just raw fruits and veggies, but it's not too bad at all. And for me, whilst I'm transitioning and learning about balance and diet, it's a good source of protein for me. So yeah, living foods all the way. That's the way to go. Your intuition wants it, your soul wants it, the animals want it. The animals will thank you for it, and you'll feel a lot more lighter. Your load will be lighter. It's a great way to be. So I highly recommend it, and I'm looking forward to gradually upping the ante and becoming more and more raw and real. Alright guys, Bye.